Hey everybody, it's the Late Boy Scout, and this is my disassembly video for the Kershaw Chill, previously reviewed by me. I'm using my Pittsburgh precision screwdriver set, 32-piece screwdriver set, which I recommend, and I may do a video on this precision screwdriver set. But you don't need, well, the neat thing about the Chill here is you don't need a precision screwdriver set to take this apart. All you need is a set of Allen wrenches, actually, which is really cool. This one we're using is you probably can't see, a 5/64, and this one is a 1/16, and these are bits for the precision screwdriver, but they are basically just Allen wrench bits. So you'll be able to, if you have a set of, an Allen wrench set, which you're more likely to have than a precision screwdriver set, then you can take this knife apart and reassemble it with no trouble at all. And I think that's really cool. I mean, the fact that they got away from the, those security bits, those star bits, the Torx bits, I guess they're called, but got away from those for this particular knife, and I think they actually are getting away from those for a number of their other knives this year. I think that's really cool. It's because you ought to be able to, take care of your stuff, in my opinion. And the more they can make that easy for you, the better. And not everybody has a precision screwdriver set, so making it something that you can do with tools that are more readily accessible, because you can't find precision screwdriver sets everywhere. You just can't. I mean, I've went to a lot of different places before I found this set, and this screw's not coming out, but that's all right. This is only the second time I've taken this thing apart, so if I mess stuff up, bear with me. It's just kind of par for the course, that's what you get. That's what you get when you try to take care of your stuff. Sometimes you mess it up, sometimes you don't, sometimes you get it right. Sometimes it takes you a little while. Anyway, I'm going to try to get it right, and we'll see how I do. These aren't quite getting out, but I think that's natural, actually. I think that might be the way it's supposed to be. And that's fine. Yeah, these aren't quite coming out. That's fine. I'll switch to the other bit here. So kudos to Kershaw for going with Allen wrench bits on this knife. I started saying that this set here was kind of hard to come by, hard to find. I actually ended up finding it at Harbor Freight, but a lot of guys may not come by this kind of knife or this kind of set anywhere. They just don't know where to find it, and they won't find it. And you might find it on Amazon, but the thing is, what you get on Amazon, sometimes you don't know what you're getting. And you can buy a set and it could be all wrong. It could be exactly not what you need. So here we go with the G10 scale, the outside from the right side of the knife. Very, very thin. Okay, here is where all the weight went for this knife. Look at that. Look at all that skeletonizing. Look at those giant holes they drilled through there. Awesome. Totally cool. That's why this knife is only 2 ounces. Seriously. And we got a little nylon washer there. And we've got our brass or bronze washer right there. And the blade, as you can see. And nothing on the other side. Drop that bronze one. And here we go with the back strap. And we've got one of the pillars. It's popped out here, which it didn't do the first time I took this apart. So we'll see if that's going to be hard to get back together or not. I don't think it's going to be very hard. I believe these screws kind of go into these pillars here, and you'll have an easier time with this knife if you kind of leave these screws in place, because they don't really need to come out. You can get them out, but they don't really need to. They'll just kind of turn those pillars as you twist them here, and that's why they weren't coming out as I was working on them just a little while ago. So this is actually about as far as you'll need to take it down, unless you feel like you've got so much gunk between the G10 and the locking liner that you need to pull that apart. And if you do, then you'll need to crimp this or clamp that with the, like get your Leatherman, let's say, and open that up and do something like this and hang on to it, with your needle nose plier, and then unscrew that there. And that's what you would do if you felt like you needed to get underneath this. But right now I don't feel like I need to. So this is as far as I'm going to take it down. And pretty decent construction. No spring assist, as you can see. No problem for me. Don't mind. This is a great blade without it. Comes out very fast and works very well without any spring assist whatsoever. And I'm just guessing here on this piece here. I think it actually goes in that way. Does it go in? Maybe it doesn't matter. I did tell you, didn't I, that this is the second time I've taken it apart. The first time went fine, but here we are the second time, and we'll see how it goes. Now we get these. This has got kind of a flat part at the top, in that hole there. Hopefully you can see it. And this screw has actually got a little flat top here as well, so that mates to this and stays in that position. Now let's get our bronze washers here and the blade back in, and this little stop bar, which I pointed out in I think both the Kershaw Oh So Sweet, and I don't remember if I pointed it out in the Buck Rush 290 video or not, but that's a typical feature. Allows that knife to become, get really tight between the liner and that bar for a perfect lockup, front to back. Yeah, like, nice, dude, magnetic, and I pulled that bar right out. Look at that. Let's see if I can get it back in. Pull that stop bar right out with the magnetic precision screwdriver set. I got it from Harbor Freight. Don't know if I already said that. But again, Kershaw was very considerate in building this knife, using screws and things that you could find from, or that all you need really is an Allen screwdriver set, or Allen wrenches, excuse me. All you really need are Allen wrenches, and you can get this knife apart and back together without any trouble. Okay, we're in good shape there. That's back where it needs to be, I believe. And then, oh, wait a minute. Did I forget something? Yeah, totally did. This bronze washer here. Yeah, that would cause some trouble. Okay. And we need to squeeze that back through there. Okay. Maybe talking a little bit less in this video than I have in others. You've already heard some of the philosophy regarding maintaining your stuff, learning how it works, being able to take apart and put together your knives. And I tell you, I don't think every one of you guys will have to do this with this knife or with any of your knives, because for the most part, the manufacturers of knives do a great job on this stuff. This thing's made in China, but I don't care. It's put together pretty well, and I don't think that most of you guys will ever need to take this knife apart. And because of that, this video may not be for all you guys. And again, my feeling is that you ought to know how to, and you ought to be able and willing to disassemble and reassemble and maintain and clean your knives, your blades, your tools, whatever you got, because that stuff won't serve you well if you don't take care of it. However, not all of you guys will put this stuff through daily use. Many guys, lots of you guys will buy this knife, carry it for a few days, put it back in its box and put it on the shelf, and this is a collectible. You don't actually do that much with it. And so what's the point of knowing how to take this stuff apart? In theory, I think you ought to know how to take it apart. Let's check this for functionality. I don't have time for the running out of time, so I won't bother with the pocket clip. But the functionality is there. That's how you take apart and put back together the Kershaw Chill, new for 2010. I love it. Learn how to take your stuff apart. I'm the late Boy Scout. We'll see you later.